Hello, hello.
Welcome back. Hello.
We're here. We're having a fun party
We're
with
gonna
all
have
of our friends.
Gonna have a real, apparently super important decision.
Yeah.
Oh, who are we gonna talk to?
Make the right choice.
Is it gonna be the right choice?
I don't know.
That was a fun party yesterday. Well, not yesterday. This was a fun party the last time.
Yeah.
It was really sweet.
But you can only talk to one of these two.
It's
You
true.
can talk to Leo or Daxton.
But, Josh, do you have an artifact for us today?
I can pull one up real quick.
We need our artifacts.
Where's 10 facts about otters. What's another one? Oh, do I have to go in order? Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah,
Artifact.
Introduce it just like Did You Know gave me. Did you know?
Did you know?
did you know another underwater superlative?
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 Superlative. That's how you say that word.
No, that's superlative.
You pronounce it superlative.
It looks like superlative.
Yeah, it's spelled that way, but the pronunciation of the word is
What the
superlative.
fuck is English?
Okay.
Facts,
so I
though.
recorded a part of Smoke Room, right?
Okay.
And the name Dimitri shows up, and I start saying Dimitri.
That's really good, though. Dimitri.
Dimitri. That's a weird
That's
name.
the way it's spelled.
Yeah, just like the sea otter is the only marine mammal capable of flipping over boulders on the sea floor. In this case, to search out food, and the only marine mammal to catch fish with its forepaws and not its mouth.
All right. He uses his hands.
Yeah, and he did earlier.
He did.
Yeah,
To
when he
catch
went
a fish.
fishing. Yeah,
Very on the. All right. That was
And
our
Flynn's cock.
yeah, that's a fish.
slippery. You
It's
know.
slimy.
Thank you for the artifact, Josh. Thank you so much. I guess we'll make a decision, and we did promise Leo that we were going to.
You did promise Leo first.
We did.
So we'll say fuck off to Daxton.
Yep.
Sadly.
Okay, understood. I suppose I'll head off then. If I don't see you again, it was good meeting you, Chase.
I feel a swell of guilt building in my chest.
That was really final.
Yeah?
Jeez.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Yeah, I gotta take Carl home. I've been watching him out back, and he's just been sitting by himself, not talking to anybody. I can relate.
I frown, but nod in understanding. I hear you. It was good to meet you too, Lieutenant Daxton. I manage a smile as he does as well, fortunately.
I'm not gonna say I'm beaming out. I'm just gonna walk away now.
Of course.
See ya.
Oh, did you see him beam out?
He did. He got
The salamander waves at both of us, stepping back, backstepping his way to the front door.
Let me come around you then, yeah? Feels wrong to be looking up at you. Like the natural order of the universe is messed up.
What? If you say so, be my guest.
Great.
Man, he do it.
He's fucking running.
I love that.
He's like, let's go.
Whoa, let's go. Leo quickly, that's quickly, right? Yes. Pushes himself away from the window, darting off to the house. Here we go. Leo steps into what was the old living room, his eyes on his phone. I raise an eyebrow towards him. Something up?
Pops wants me in the shop in Peyton an hour from now, even though it's my day off.
What the hell? I guess labor laws don't apply with family.
Yeah, fuck it. You know me. I'd choose spending time with you if it meant getting chewed out by the parentals anyway, any day.
He shoves his phone into his pocket, smiling down at me all the while. He does enjoy that height difference, doesn't he? Something in the back of my mind seems to whisper, not as tall as Flynn. Though I quickly shove that thought aside. Leo peers around, touching the faded green wood paneling that surrounds the room.
I remember the first time I was in here, back during the Halloween of 2000. Your mom invited me over. I didn't speak a bit of English and didn't have no damn costume, but your parents thought we were friends, so I got ushered in here. Your mom cut up one of your old bed sheets and made me this ghost-looking outfit.
That's cute.
Oh, geez, I remember that. I threw a little tantrum because I apparently liked those sheets. Leo crosses his arms, grinning as he stares at a spot in the corner of the room.
My Hispanic ass didn't know what the hell you guys were doing to me.
I start snickering some.
I thought it was a ritual or something to steal my soul. I don't know. That was right around the time I was learning about the devil and shit. It was it was just bad juju to me, all of it.
He makes a little motion of crossing himself. Leo's a complete atheist nowadays, but he still has that whole cultural Catholicism ingrained into him. Oh my god, I need to find some pictures of us from back then sometime. I had the biggest buck tooth, so I wanted to be a rabbit. I was too young to understand the specious implications of that idea. Leo chuckles heartily, kicking an errata paper of wood. Yep, out of the way.
What did you end up being? I forget.
I think I was a knight. Or a wizard. That might have been 2001.
Oh man, 2001. Everybody around was a soldier or commander that year because of the whole terrorist stuff. And I dressed up as a
pizza. Leo laughs, wagging his finger at me and nodding.
A pizza.
That was the best costume.
That's so cute.
I could barely move.
You kept falling over.
I didn't fall over, Chula. I kept getting pushed over by
Leo's cheery
Let me
demeanor,
guess.
somber sun as he exhales.
Sydney. Well, it was Sydney, wasn't it?
I remember who kept pushing him over.
Flynn.
No, it was probably
we're
Sydney.
We're quite for a time. Leo wipes off dust off his bottom of his feet.
Because Sydney was an asshole.
No, he wasn't. I'd offer you a seat if this place still had furniture. He waves dismissively at the offer before beginning to wring his paw together. It was always really obvious that when Leo was tense or nervous growing up, his shoulders would be raised up high and his tail would be slightly curled. Right now, he looks just like that. Leo. He opens his mouth as if to say something, but doesn't. Instead, he just turns, looks back towards that corner. Leo, is everything all right?
What happened to you, Chase?
The question takes me off guard. I was expecting the worst, but the general nature of it has me confused. What? He turns, looking over his shoulder.
Why are you doing this? Did I do something? Serious like, Otter. Tell me now, please.
I don't understand. You haven't done anything wrong. Besides burst into Flynn's place and assault him, of course. I'll keep that to myself for now.
I know what you're doing, and you know I know what you're doing. I'm not dumb, you know. I know I'm not. Everything that we've had problems with in the past was because of miscommunication shit. Nothing I say is as smart as Jenna and TJ or funny as Carl and Flynn. I gotta translate everything in my head, so it's just slower.
Yeah.
Talking to me is hard, yeah? I get that. Just fucking try for me, please.
Aw.
Honest like, too.
He looks at me, his chest rising and falling with some quickening pace.
It's a good theme.
I slowly step to the side, resting my back against the wall and sliding down to a sitting position. I sit crisscrossed and stare at the gap between my legs. You're not hard to talk to with. I am.
Chase, just say it.
Without thinking, I do. I had sex with Flynn. Like twice. We're not on the best terms right now, Leo. I hear Leo take a step forward, then stop.
Okay.
He takes a deep breath.
So have I, yeah? That's not the end of the world.
What? Despite everything, despite my actions, it sort of feels like I was just hit in the gut. When?
After you left for college, I swear on my neck.
I let out a big breath of air, feeling like a hypocrite. A silence falls between us. It feels like Leo is practically leering over me, but I can't muster the courage to look up. Have you had others?
Yes, but nothing ever felt the same as, you know. I'm not like Flynn. I can't go to that place outside of town and just let loose. You know, I tried that and it felt so wrong and fucked up. It's not the same. What's the point of doing that shit if it's not with someone you love, you know? If it's not with your love, you know? And I'm not talking about the whole cultural religious mierda where you gotta marry and all that. Because I know how Flynn ticks, and I know how I tick. It's completely different, yeah?
I hear the floorboards creak beneath his feet, the wolf shifting his weight from foot to foot.
I just thought you were like me in that sort of way. For Flynn, this is nothing. This is another notch on the wall.
I cross my arms over my chest tightly, feeling cold sweat on my neck.
You show up for the first time in years, and it's like you don't want nothing to do with me. I get it, you know? I'm good at sports stuff and car stuff, and none of you gave a shit about any of that. And that was fine. Just roll your eyes at Leo. I just liked having my friends around. All of them, but especially you.
Another pause.
You are like family. Hell, you can't just flick a switch and stop being family, growing up with the shit we dealt with.
Leo, you've got a real family.
And you know what they always ask about? You.
Well, you've got Flynn and Carl still.
You know how Flynn is. And Carl? He's not doing too hot. I don't know how long he'll last.
Long he'll last? What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know, Otter. I just look at him sometime, really look at him and his whole...
Leo trails into a long sigh.
You all left, and it was never the same. So I pretend. I remember all the stuff you used to say, even the naggy bits. I imagine you're there with me at work, talking to me while I'm fixing cars. I pretend I'm teaching you about the basics, the changing oil or replacing headlights. I know it's not riveting stuff, but it's all good because you love me and I love you too. Then I drive home listening to whatever is on the radio, and I imagine you're reacting to it. Groaning every time the word truck is mentioned in a country song, or making some snide-ass remark at political ads. When I get home, I go online and there's this pulling in my chest, like a dread, you know? I click on the social media shit and it's you, the real you. And you're different. You're wearing new shirts, hanging with new friends, drinking fancy college beers, and it feels like I'm losing you all over again. So I just avoid it. I pretend. I pretend that we're drinking together on the patio as the sun goes down. I pretend that you're watching me play my games. And I pretend at night that pillow I've got in my arms wrapped around is you. Making your little irk noises you do when I ruffle your head fur or squeeze you.
Leo chuckles bittersweetly, the gravity of his words seemingly to take a hold now that he's actually said them out loud.
Punch him.
Yeah, I am punching this cat.
He's just taking it, God. Lad.
Smack, smack, smack. Jesus, Leo.
A week ago, you showed up outside my window. The sky was red. You said, hey.
Oh, he didn't say that part last time.
No, he didn't.
No. Leo, what are you talking about?
Why were you there, Chase?
His tone is strange, almost without inflection. Leo, I don't know what you mean. I wasn't here last week. Next thing I know, he's stepping closer towards me. He stops, then lowers himself to a sitting position against the wall. The wolf's arms stretch around my torso and pull me against his side.
Oh.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
We'll be nice to him. We'll hug him.
I hugged Leo more times in my life than I could ever count. I don't think he's ever needed one as much as he does right now. I embrace him, letting his head rest against my shoulder. He put more weight on me, and I have to prop myself up to keep from falling over. He's so heavy now. With how rough this week has begun to turn, I kind of needed this too. I hear him clear his throat.
Things aren't great here, Chula. I was trying to act like they were, but you know now. I just know if you were here, I could protect you and things would be better.
Leo, that might not be true, and I don't need protecting. Leo says nothing. Just smacking me with your tail?
Yeah, he is.
I'll smack you in the face. The minute passed. I could hear TJ talking excitedly about something out in the backyard with Jenna chiming in occasionally. Leo finally pulls back. He looks at me and as if about... What do you do? What do you...
He's moving.
You...
Oh,
Mysterious creature.
he's just adjusting. Oh,
Nope.
there he goes.
There we go. He looks at me as if he's about to ask a question, but seemingly decides that he doesn't want to know the answer.
So, this is pretty something, yeah?
I rub my paw against my forehead. Not as pretty something as your fake pillow me you sleep with at night. I expect Leo to laugh at that, but he just peers at me with this sort of melancholic smile.
Yeah.
He pushes himself to his feet, dusting off the back of his pants.
Let me know if you need help with the project or anything. I'll be around.
Okay, but yeah. His tail perks up some, the wolf turning to look down at me. You should see somebody. I mean, about what you just told me.
It never worked for you, Otter.
I sigh. Yeah, but it could for you. Leo shrugs.
Maybe. I'll see you later.
He gives me his best reassuring smile before heading outward, running his paw along the walls as he leaves. After a while, I stand as well. I notice something odd sitting on the top of the water heater. Curious, I pick it up. Oh.
Oh. Dang.
I never knew Mom framed this. This is from high school, I think. Senior year. She wanted a picture of the two of us. I always thought that it was kind of weird how okay my parents were with us being together.
Look, it's the better version. It's not there.
It's fine. I remember after that they found out I was gay, I thought that would ruin my life. That things would be ruined and it wouldn't be. I don't know normal. Then they sent me a voicemail saying that they loved me and it didn't actually really matter. Your happiness is priority number 1.
Oh, that's good.
I wonder if they forgot this during the move. Though I guess it's kind of a weird picture. I wouldn't be surprised if they left it on purpose.
Ash, what are you doing down there?
Animals.
For real.
I haven't talked to them much lately. So, you don't see that photo if you talk to Daxton.
Well, yeah. It didn't.
You do find a photo, but it's not that one.
Oh, interesting.
Instead, it's just a photo of Chase, like by himself.
Okay.
I should go.
That was a really that was quite a moment.
I really like that scene.
That was a good moment, I would say.
The scene with Daxton is cool because it's him describing the dream he had last night, which is just foreshadowing for
things.
for Saturday night.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
But it's just like it's foreshadowing of stuff you're going to see, and I think like the Leo scene's a bit better.
Fair enough.
So it is what it is. No bias.
Yeah.
That's
no bias.
well. That's regarding the bias. Like I do think that like that
Right.
sets up a bit better. I step outside. The air is still kind of hazy, and the smell of hot dogs is pretty palpable. I look over across the yard. Jenna and TJ, I don't know why, are sitting on the table. TJ's munching down on a third helping of cut up hot dogs, while Jenna sits up top with her feet hanging off the side. It's kind of funny how small she is. Like, she never grew up past age 13. Well, she's like a fennec fox.
They're tiny.
They don't big.
They just don't.
My mind drifts back to the other fennec in the smoke room. They all kind of had their youthful appearance to them. I wonder if that's just part of the appeal. I'm surprised you were so comfortable walking around in there. I glance over my shoulder, looking back at the weather-worn house. Huh? Why? The spiders. You are still afraid of them, right? That won't come back up.
Not at all.
I had been trying not to think about it the whole time, actually. I felt like they were a lot of them in the house, even when I was there, and that was with my parents bug bombing the place every month. I resist the urge to reach down and rub my feet in case there was any walking around in my fur. No, not like deadly. I cross my arms over my chest, tugging at the fabric of my shirt. Right, of course. TJ snickers some. How dare you patronize me?
How dare you breathe the same air as me?
I feel that, though. Jenna pulls out her phone, beginning to tap away at the digital keypad. By the way, we found something else that might help you with your project. A textbook. Oh. It's in my purse. Could you grab it? Sure, what is it? Jenna doesn't answer, continuing to her texting. TJ, meanwhile, seems to be grinning at his empty ketchup-covered plate. Jenna? I move over to the purse, unbuttoning the top flap. I've always been a bit wary about going through girls' purses for obvious reasons. The first thing I noticed, though, is a piece of folded paper with Chase written in all capital letters on top. It's like there's something wedged inside of it as well. Curious, I pull back the top of the paper and feel something fuzzy against my paw pad, then a bristling sensation. Then, prodding things tickle in the tips of my the finger, I squeeze one and yank it out. Dangling on the edge was an orange and black tarantula, its limbs bouncing from the sudden pull of force. Jesus fuck! I toss it down to the dirt.
Oh, that's
It's seeming to bounce right back up and landing sideways on my foot. I scramble again, kicking it with as much force as I can muster. Shit!
Damn.
My chest heaves, and I feel like my heart is about to burst from my chest.
All I can think about is the tarantulas in New Horizons where they fucking chase you. Just ready to kill.
No.
That's always tarantulas, though.
Oh, they're spooky. I don't like them. The tarantula doesn't move, and that's when I realize TJ and Jenna are grinning at me. Jenna has her phone pointing in my direction.
Oh, got him.
Jesus, she's filming this. Language. It's just rubber, Chase. That... I point at the limp, 8-legged thing that's now 3 yards away, stuck in a patch of gathered brumble. That is not funny. It is actually.
No.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chase. It was Jenna's idea. It was 99 cents at the gas station we stopped at back at Two Canyons. Ugh, no wonder you two didn't let me see what you bought. Did you guys actually have anything for me? I mean, regarding my project. TJ begins to look more guilty. Jenna sets her phone down and goes about recasping her purse. Not really, Chase. As you said, there wasn't much information about the 1877 happenings. Most research results direct us towards dubious ghost hunting websites with no verify
Veracity.
that could be utilizing a formal report. Well, I sigh, stilling my somewhat swaying tail and feeling calm once again. Was there anything that could be used in a non-formal report? The fennec cocks her head, her eyes seeming to look through me as she thinks, before meeting my gaze once more. What do you want to know about? The UFOs spotted over Echo Canyon by the group at night of night hikers.
Yeah, those were there.
Oh, remember the UFO sightings by our best friend Brian?
Our best buddy Brian.
Best friend Brian. The Meseta ghost woman who wanders all along the edge of I know that says res, but seducing men before impaling them with a branch of mosquito trees.
Mesquite.
Or perhaps the Mothman, who
He's
now
here.
There he is.
Apparently has been seen driving a semi-truck down Route 63 at midnight.
My boyfriend, the Mothman, he's here in Echo.
No, but Leo is. Maybe we needed a side job. The economy has been tough lately.
Facts.
He lets out an exasperated noise. Okay, I get your point. Although, there were lots of mentions of the riots here. That includes the happenings in 1915, as well as some other unsourced stuff about violence after World War II. But a general perception that we were all a bunch of desert malcontent, living in some sort of Sodom and Gomorrah.
It's another Bible reference.
Oh, so TJ will love it.
TJ will
Style
love it.
situation for the century. Sounds about right. We even had a formal brothel that served all of the miners in the area.
Ooh.
A brothel? I look at TJ, who is frowning unknowingly. Does he really not know? It's a place where people make broths and other types of soup.
Oh, blessed.
I know what a brothel is.
No, he doesn't.
No, you're a precious, innocent boy. You don't know what a brothel is.
Oh.
And Jenna murkily smirks as and shakes her head. It was called the smoke room.
Ooh.
Wait, what? I tense up and they seem to notice. Chase, is something wrong? The smoke room. TM.
TM.
That still exists. I was there last night. You were at a brothel last night? Outing yourself again.
Like,
Jace.
straight up.
Remember saying that.
For real.
Jenna says this less as a question and more of a deadpan matter of fact. What? No. It was this bar that Flynn went to. It's north of the reservation. There's no sign for it or anything, and it's like some sort of gay bar. A gay bar in this country? At least that's what it seemed like it was. I shrug, trying to phrase this more carefully as I can without going too much into detail. Everything smelled like cigarettes and other things. There was this really shady back room that they called the smoke room. Jenna presses her knuckles to her lower lips, seemingly in thought. She glances up towards me after a moment. Interesting. With that, I regret bringing it up already. Jenna seems to be maintaining this sort of intrigued, that's that word, expression. I begin bracing for a follow-up question. What sort of music did they play there?
Bless. Wonderful.
That's your question, TJ. Okay. Surprisingly, TJ is the first to speak. I don't see any sign of judgment on his face either, just genuine curiosity. It was kind of weird, actually. It was some sort of droning, bassy synth stuff. Really? Yeah, never heard anything like it. It was kind of loud, too. I'm not sure why you're asking. Maybe he just wants to know.
Maybe he just wants to know.
Like, that seems reasonable. Like, it's weird.
He's a curious
But
guy.
it's reasonable. He's not going to ask about what kind of sex things are happening.
Oops.
It's just TJ. TJ turns to shrug. Just curious. So, you went to a gay bar with Flynn named after an old famous brothel? I exhale, resting my paw on the edge of the table. It's nothing like that. Like what?
Oh my god.
Daxton Carl and I followed him after he left us in the middle of hanging out last night. But he sort of, I think he was trying to invite me to go along with him in his own sort of way. He left his phone behind with just one text message with the address. I think he just wanted to see if I was interested enough to snoop through his phone instead of outright inviting me. It's hard to explain. Oh no, I understand completely. That sounds quite like Flynn.
What kind of person you need to be that whole situation is believable for someone to like, oh no, yeah, he would definitely do that.
He would definitely do it. Are you saying none of your friends would do that?
Probably not. Would you?
Your friends are so boring.
Wow. Wow.
Look at my friend Flynn over here. Like he is a rascal.
He's a complex rascal.
Very non-committal, and giving him something that can be held against you, if need be, to protect himself from any vulnerability. Oh my god, yeah.
How very psych of you, Jenna.
Yeah, how very. What are you planning to do with that degree?
Never mind.
Like, she said she wasn't gonna go into like any therapy or like anything. So like, is she?
She could.
What else do you do with though? Like, I guess you could just write articles and books and do your like studies and things.
Yeah,
and...
you could just be a quote unquote, like if you get your doctorate, you can be a quote unquote doctor and like just research,
get a grant, do whatever.
Yeah. Run studies.
How many spiders can you pour on a dog before it like dies of fright?
Oh my god.
Is that not what you want to find out?
No, I really don't want to find that out.
Is that not, you don't find that interesting?
No, not even the slightest.
You don't want to find out how many like tarantulas you can fit in a cardboard box?
I mean, as long as I don't have to be near them.
No, you can like...
You don't like ranchos?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm indifferent
I think
to
they're
ranchos.
horrifying. But I also like dislike all insects.
Yeah.
Like, I look at them and I'm like, these are freaks of nature. Look at how their legs connect to everything. Look at their face. Look at No. Like, you look at mammals, you can go, like, there's a common through line through, like, mammals even to other species, like, of non-mammals and things. Like, even to, like, reptiles, amphibians. Like, you can kind of, like, yeah. And then you look at insects, and that's just, like, no.
So are insects the worst thing God has made, or are onions
No, onions are still worse. If they're like, okay, you can get rid of onions or wasps, I'll be like, we'll get rid of onions.
Wow.
Like, I hate wasps. I hate them with a passion. I'm so scared of them. But at the same time, the idea that I would never have to accidentally eat an onion is...
Which I suppose is more likely to happen than a wasp accosting you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
Look, one time this was like years ago, right?
Okay.
I came home and there was a wasp on the door.
Right.
So I just called my dad and was like, can you open the garage door? And he was like, yeah. May I ask why? And I was like, oh, there's a wasp on the door. And I could just hear him laughing. And then he opened the garage door.
Oh, bless your dad. That's fantastic.
And then he sprayed around the door because, like, he doesn't want, like, them building wasp nests.
Right, which they will.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Works out. But, yeah. That's how much of a coward I am.
That's fantastic. I do love that.
I saw a spider on, like, the top... on the thing, on like the flap of the mailbox where you put your finger under to open it, and I was just like, I'm not getting the mail today.
How big was the spider? That's nothing. You could have opened the thing.
Yeah, it's big enough where I'm just like, you know what? That's far.
I
don't care about the mail right now. I can get it in like 2 hours.
I will say at least we don't live in Australia.
Facts.
Because the size of spiders there are the size of both my fists combined.
I look at just like things in Australia.
Yeah, everything will kill you.
Like, everything there will kill you. But what they do have is official Blu-rays of Over the Garden Wall.
What the fuck?
They've also got kiwis.
Kiwis are
I
precious.
do
Like the bird.
We like kiwis, yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Remember that video I showed you of that fucking snake in the water?
Swimming snakes. Curse.
There's a video of
They're
like,
not cursed, they just slither.
They slither in the water.
Yeah.
that snake was ready to get in that person's boat.
Oh, he was going.
Yes.
He was
going,
ready.
bro.
And like the guy videotaping was like, no.
No,
No.
no.
He said, no, get out of here.
Yes.
Gets out
No.
the spray bottle and sprays the snake.
He was also like, oh, this is so sick. Look at him go.
Did he say that before or after the nose?
After the no, I
Like
think.
both.
Yeah.
Before and after.
He's
when
coming up right to me.
He's coming up right to me. And then like the snake was pointing his head out of the water, trying to get in the boat, and he's like, no.
You
And
go
then
on now. Go, no.
And then it like went back in the water and turned around.
Oh, amazing.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's fun. That's fun.
Frightening.
I mean, they're fun to see. Like, if I'm videos of snakes, I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, look how interesting like snakes are.
Yeah.
If I ever see one in real life, it's like I'm dead.
If it's in the same room, I may as well just die.
I might as well just die.
I was chased by a snake in the water when I was younger. Yeah.
Oh my god, I was probably curious.
See, even the water is
He
no safe.
wanted a snack.
Oh, you know, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah. I think it was Dad like pulled me out before it got to me.
10 out of 10.
Terrible, terrible.
But I know that big snakes, they're cool.
They vibe.
Yeah, they vibe.
Like ball pythons.
Yeah. So my dad told me a story once when he was in the Philippines.
Uh-huh.
So they were riding in a Jeep, right?
Okay.
And it was raining. You know, it's the Philippines, so there was a monsoon,
Right.
as is every day. And they're just driving. Okay, well, they're trying to get back to base, right? Mm-hmm. And they hit this speed bump, and they're like, "Yeah, okay."
Okay.
And it was a weird speed bump.
It was
Cool.
And they just kept driving and was none the wiser. They're just like, whatever, speed bump, like, or just like a weird ditch mound because it's a dirt road.
Right.
Philippines, right? And then the next day, there's a TV report about like a record-breaking size of a snake that was found dead on the road that they were driving on.
oh my god!
Bro!
And it covered the length of the road.
Oh no!
They killed a record-breaking snake,
Wow,
bro.
wow, that's a weird shit bump. Oh my
What a
god.
weird bump. What a weird place for a speed bump.
Yeah. Well, they were probably just like dirt mounds, like just
Right.
whatever.
That's wild.
So that's
kind of great, though.
There was like a statue in the Natural History Museum of like, oh, what was it called? The mega snake?
Mega snake.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
like back in ancient times, this bitch was so big it would swallow crocodiles whole.
Oh my god! It's shit like that makes me go like, I never want to leave my house.
But also, they wouldn't come up on land because
No, they're
like,
too big.
Yeah, they would crush under their own weight. And they had a huge like
It's like, in that case, you just
statue of it.
never get in the
eating,
water.
Eating a crocodile.
You have no idea how scared I am of going into natural bodies of water.
Let me see if I can find it.
No, I'm kind of with you. Like, I love the ocean. I think it can be really pretty. There's cool
It's
stuff.
beautiful to look at.
It is fucking scary because you do not know. We've explored more of the moon than we
explored
have
more
of
space
the
than our own
ocean.
ocean. Like,
it's terrifying.
There could be anything down there.
There really could.
Echo could be down there.
Is that where all the furries are?
Oh my god.
You gotta send everyone to the bottom of the Here, furries, go to your kind.
Oh no.
It's called Titanoboa. It is
Titanoboa.
It's 48-foot monster snake.
Yeah, like giant things in the ocean. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, like
Nah. No.
like
No.
like the Loch Ness monster, something like that could be a thing.
Could be a thing. Probably not
Here's
where
a
people think it
picture
is,
of it.
but
Probably not. No.
yeah, that thing's terrifying.
How about hell to the
Eating
no?
a crocodile.
A nom nom.
But yeah, no, like, you know, and like the footage we have seen of things that are like
They're horrifying looking.
They are spooky. That's what happens when you evolve
Oh my
with
god,
no
the
sunlight.
size of its eyes are kind of funny. Look at the size of his eyes.
He doesn't need to see.
it's a peanut.
He only needs to eat.
Consume.
No sight, only feed.
No, I can't.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you for sure.
Jenna rubs the bridge of her small nose, still seemingly frustrated with Flynn's behavior. Yeah. She reaches down, picking up a paper plate from beside her and shoving it into the paper plastic bag. I'm ready to head back to the motel. Chase, are you coming? Always. Yeah, sure.
Damn.
TJ begins cleaning up as well, moving to drag the picnic table back to the appropriate yard. I help. Yeah, I think we can stop the episode here.
All right. That was such a good little conversation,
wasn't it?
With Leo.
It was such a genuine heart to heart with him, and I'm just like, damn, how come this wasn't in Leo's route?
Yeah, it was you know.
Things would have been better if, like, you know, they actually communicated their feelings better.
Yeah,
they don't do that.
But that's how it be.
They're gay.
Yeah. That's, you know, gays can't communicate. Like,
Oh my god!
What a way to go out. Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you around.